Time now for the Morning Rush. We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Still watching for some freezing fog out there this morning. I'm not seeing any major reports, so good news there, but sunshine helping to warm us up today. The only exception will be those to the south, mainly the higher terrain. Looking at potential for a few spot showers, but these will be weak in both coverage and intensity, and it's only going to be for the southern higher terrain. Everybody else looking at warmer temperatures and that mostly sunny sky. Crystal?
A program aimed at showing teens the harsh reality of DWI through real-life court proceedings is now expanding to more schools throughout the state. The Courts to School program transforms gymnasiums into real-life courtrooms, complete with lawyers, a defendant, a judge, even bailiffs and probation officers. Each presentation includes the sentencing of real convicted defendants. Their goal is to reach 4 to 5 schools a year. They're looking to target schools in southeastern and western parts of the state next. Crystal?
Work will officially begin today at the Roundhouse as legislators begin to craft and pass bills that will govern the state. Today on the agenda, the first introduction of bills, memorials, and resolutions, many of which are focused on crime and law enforcement. However, the main priority does include passing a budget, so that may be a little difficult for other bills to pass since this is a short session. Mayor Tim Keller is expected to sign an executive order today aimed at speeding up the processing of rape kits. The mayor's office says he will require the development of a plan to process kits faster and to hopefully stop all of this backlog. Last year, Keller released a report as state auditor that stated 3/4 of the 5,000 rape kits listed on the backlog were in Albuquerque's crime lab. Also happening today, counselors Clarissa Pena and Pat Davis will introduce a resolution on immigration, a hot topic across the nation. Locally, the counselors hope the resolution will strengthen the city's status as an immigrant-friendly city. We'll let you know more details about the resolution when they do come into our newsroom. The sister of a woman who, along with her husband, faces allegations of keeping their 13 children captive in their California home, says her nieces and nephews faced an extremely strict condition in their home. She says the children did not have a social life and were not allowed to watch TV. The children, ranging in age from 2 to 29, were so malnourished, the older ones looked like children. A court appearance for the parents is scheduled for tomorrow. We'll let you know what happens. On to new news this morning. President Trump's physician is giving him a clean bill of health, both physically and mentally. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who examined the president last week, says Trump weighs 239 pounds. His cognitive tests are normal and his cardiac health is excellent. Still, he does recommend President Trump exercise and adopt a better diet this year. On to news new at 6. This morning, 9 men are facing hazing charges in connection with the death of a Florida State University fraternity pledge. 20-year-old Andrew Coffey died of alcohol poisoning in November at an off-campus Pi Kappa Phi party. His blood alcohol level was more than 5 times the legal driving limit. They're all the ages between 20 and 22 years old. Also new this morning, police are investigating the death of a Washington State University football player. Quarterback Tyler Helinski was found dead in his apartment yesterday afternoon, along with a note. Authorities are now investigating this as an apparent suicide. Helinski played in 8 games last season. The 21-year-old California native was expected to be the team's main quarterback for this season. Kristen.
When it comes to the winter weather, we are tracking yet another winter storm heading to the northeast after hitting southern states with snow, ice, and freezing rain. In Kentucky, traffic was backed up for miles there, so that storm moving away from us. When it comes to the Metro Threat Index, we are at a 2 because of the cold temperatures that we have out there now. But do know this afternoon, no weather threats expected. Time now for a check on traffic. We do have a couple of accidents out there already. The first one is northbound of Eagle Ranch, right at Coors Bypass, and just getting word of yet another accident in the South Valley. That's Rio Bravo eastbound at Broadway. I know they're not showing up on the maps right now, but those two just came into the newsroom, so heads up there if your morning commute takes you in that direction.
All right, thanks so much, Kristen. Happening right now, Animal Welfare and Animal Humane want you to celebrate the Year of the Dog by adopting a pet. They're hosting a joint adoption event this weekend in preparation for the 2018 Chinese New Year, which is the Year of the Dog. All pets will be available for just $10. That does include vaccinations and even microchipping. Those born in the Year of the Dog are loyal, friendly, and intelligent. All the traits that you want in a 4-legged friend. Albuquerque once again on the list of best places to live and work as a movie maker. Experts say Albuquerque's unique desert And mountain scenery paired with the benefit of local studios are key to the growing industry. The list also mentions the 300-plus days of sunshine and the state's aggressive financial incentives as some of the local film industry perks. New Mexico has made an effort to offer a one-stop film permitting. How cool is that? New this morning, Florida just ranked as the #1 state to retire. That's according to a new study by Wallet Hub that not only looked at quality of life, but affordability and also health care. Colorado and South Dakota came in second and third. New Mexico, came in at 43rd. Not too great. New this morning, Sandia High School Principal Larry DeAnza tweeted out this picture of the school's new scoreboard. The renamed baseball field is now named after beloved baseball coach John D. Gunther, who lost his battle with cancer just last March. The sixth-season head coach led his team to a state championship game twice. DeAnza added that he hopes the field will be redone pretty soon. Looks pretty cool.
It's a great tribute.
Time now for the 5 facts.
We start with number 5. A project complete by Belen High School students will soon be heading to the International Space Station. The group's project, which researches how tomato leaves decompose in microgravity, won its school-wide student spaceflight experiment competition. In the coming months, the students will do the experiment here on Earth while astronauts do the same one in space. The group will soon present their project in Washington, D.C., but they need your help. For details, go to KRQE.com.
Number 4 now, PNM could soon agree on a lower rate increase than expected, but under certain conditions, that is. According to the New Mexican, PNM originally asked for a 14% rate increase to customer bills. The PRC decided on a 1.5% rate increase over 2 years. PNM says they would agree only if they could tack on an additional $4.7 million. They say that's how much they invested into the Four Corners power plant. PNM is arguing without that money, they would be in the negative.
At number 3, temperatures very cold this morning, but we are nice and mild this afternoon, getting back into those 40s, 50s, and 60s. As far as tomorrow goes, more sunshine and warmer temperatures. Friday, our high temps peak before cooler temperatures, rain and snow move in for the weekend.
Number 2 now, overnight news. House Republican leadership did propose a short-term government funding bill, but House conservatives insist that they have the votes to reject that plan, with not one single Democrat on board to vote yes just yet. The big issue at hand, of course, dreamers, immigrants who are brought to the U.S. illegally as children. Democrats are threatening to vote no on the budget without a deal on DACA protections. On to number 1 now. A quick warning, the video you're about to see could be difficult for some of you to watch. The DA's office is reviewing an officer-involved shooting this morning. This after Farmington police recently released new video of the shooting where the man was killed after pointing an e-cigarette at an officer. Police say it started when Officer Brent Warman, who was patrolling an area of US 64, saw a woman hanging out of the passenger side window of that pickup. Video shows the driver, Frankie Anchondo, weaving in and out of traffic before pulling over. Officer Warman claims Anchondo got out, pointed an object at him with both hands, which the officer thought was a gun. The officer fired back and killed him. It was later discovered it was an e-cigarette. If you want to see more of this video, go to our website, KRQE.com.